Welcome to Acting Like We Know, where we pretend to know but really don't. I'm Jeremy.
And I'm Justin.
Fill in the...
What?
Fill in the...
Stop calling 911 for toiletries.
Let's see how many of these science questions Justin can guess correctly.
I'm hoping a lot. What was the Twinkies' original filling?
And lastly, we draft the greatest UFC fighters of all time.
Fodders. And of course, we always encourage you and tell you to check out our socials, Acting Like We Know on Facebook and Instagram, and then at Acting Like We Know, drop the G on Twitter. So, and then we're on all podcast platforms, on Apple Podcasts. Give us a 5-star review. It really helps our show, and on Spotify and Stitcher.
Yeah.
And of course, submit questions, please. So,
that would be fantastic.
That would be fantastic. And we'll answer them on the show for you.
It'll be great.
It'll be awesome.
Trust me.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into
the fact quote of today. So I figured, since with the draft that we had, I'd do some backgrounds of where all this started. So, located just east of the Roman Forum, the massive stone amphitheater known as the Colosseum was commissioned around AD 70-72 by Emperor Vespasian of the Flavian dynasty as a gift to the Roman people. The Colosseum was started in aftermath of Nero's extravagance and the rebellion by the Jews in the Palestine against Roman rule. Nero, after the Great Fire at Rome in AD 64, had built a huge pleasure palace for himself called the Golden House, right in the center of the city. The Colosseum was a grand political gesture.
AKA the horror house?
Probably. I just
Pleasure palace.
Right, no kidding.
What else does that mean?
Dude, when I think back to this shit, it's just like, how gross were people?
I think Romans were fairly clean.
I know the representative republic, the United States, the founders took that from Rome and added it into our system because they saw how well it worked.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's just, I don't know, maybe they were, maybe they weren't, but it's just like, I just think of them being pretty gross, just whorehouses everywhere, and no one really takes a shower, and it's just...
No, there were a lot of bathhouses in Rome.
If you're decently wealthy, though.
I think they were free to everyone.
I doubt that.
Yeah, there was public ones anyone could go to.
Yuck.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
It's like a public pool.
Bathhouse?
It's like a public pool.
Yeah. You know what's in public pool places?
Yeah, but we've been there
Foot
1,000
fungus
times.
and all that shit. Ugh. I just figured I'd put this in, though, because this is pretty much where, because the UFC is kind of like a arena in
Roman
a sense.
Greco wrestling.
Right. Well, it's just in an octagon, which is smaller than what the Colosseum would be, but it's pretty crazy that they have people fight like animals and shit, though.
Right.
Like that's
or kill each other.
Well, that was their idea of sport, and I guess I also saw another thing that said the Colosseum seated up to 60 to 70,000 people.
Yep,
so
that's like a modern-day stadium.
Right, exactly.
Sometimes bigger.
Right. And it took 7 to 8 years to build.
I would have guessed longer.
No.
Yeah. It's all concrete, right?
I think limestone. Limestone. Concrete didn't exist, bro.
Oh.
Limestone.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought Fred Flintstone invented concrete way before this.
Are you saying Fred Flintstone's an actual person?
No.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
But he did invent concrete. All right, we got a new segment for you today. It's called Fill in the Blank.
So I was curious what this was.
What do you mean?
Just
in general?
You said fill in the... I figured it was fill in the blank, but I was curious how it was going to work. So
I left it blank.
So this is basically kind of like a quizzing thing, right?
Not really. We just say... I'm going to say the thing, and then we're both going to say what we would fill in the blank with.
Okay.
So blank is the best athlete in the world right now.
Oh, fuck. This is hard. This is kind of like biasy shit. It's just like what you...
Yeah, it's just what you think. I'm going to be very biased on this one.
I'm guessing you're going football.
Nope.
No?
No.
Really?
No. I'm going basketball.
Yuck.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I like him.
You're going to say LeBron?
No.
Okay.
My favorite player, Damian Lillard.
Well, that's what I'm saying. This is like a bias.
Yeah, it's subjective. That's the point. We're not trying to actually say who the best is, just who we think it is.
In the world,
it's all subjective.
To people, it would probably be like if you were doing like the world. I'm assuming they would say a soccer player.
I'm guessing LeBron would be the most popular answer.
Maybe in our United States, but I'd say throughout the world, I would probably say they would say a soccer player.
Maybe Ronaldo or
probably something like that. They built a statue for him in Portugal, and it looks like shit. It doesn't even look like him.
Who's that other guy?
Messi?
He was just talking about quitting.
Lionel Messi in Argentina?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Best athlete in the world right now. For me, it's funny. I was going to go football, and I was going to say Patrick Mahomes is the best athlete in the world right now. He's the youngest, and so far, not the most successful, but he will be.
I don't like it.
Why?
I'm not a Patrick Mahomes fan.
I love him. He's exciting to watch.
Okay.
Well, I think your pick was even worse. So, though I agree, the guy you picked, Damian Lillard, is definitely underrated. He doesn't get the attention he deserves.
He's starting to get a little bit more. I mean, he's on the cover of 2K21, so he's definitely getting recognized.
Yeah.
And news people who cover basketball, I heard Stephen A. Smith say he was the best basketball player in the world right now.
Okay.
I don't really like Stephen A. Smith.
I was about to say,
but
I don't like him either. So.
He is right a lot of the times.
I guess.
Even if I don't agree with him. All right, if I could be anything, I would be a... This is very broad. Like you could say, I want to be a pencil.
I want to be an apple.
I think mine would be a race car driver.
Why?
Rally or
I think
any kind of car driving.
Well, do they really get the fame and money they deserve?
No, but it's exciting and fun. Actually, Formula One, those guys can make a ton of money.
Can I change it to I would be the instead of a?
No.
Or does it have to be a?
You can't change the question.
Okay. If I could be anything, I would be a professional podcaster. I'm dead serious.
What were you going to say with the?
The most famous podcast? That's what I'm hoping this turns into one day. To be able to just have to influence millions and millions of people in a positive way.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hopefully positive.
You can call it lame, but I mean, well, it's just, I hope just us being in general just really laid back, and I just want people to kind of adopt that behavior.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's do. Well, it's a grind. Let's keep it going.
If I could be anywhere right now, I would be...
Well, on vacation?
Hey, I was going to say in space.
I don't know. I'm kind of scared of that.
It would be scary, but it would also be...
I guess it's only
fun.
Scary because of you don't know what it is currently.
Yeah.
And you don't know what would be in store. I've heard it's really quiet.
Yeah. I like that.
It's
probably
too.
the weirdest quiet you've ever heard.
Right now, honestly, my wife is about to give birth, so really right now it's just like I need a vacation because I'm not going to get one until my kid is born. So
Yeah.
right now it's just I would be on vacation.
I would be vacation.
Exactly. On a vacation. Not I would be vacation.
I know, okay.
In a tropical place. That's not too hot.
What the fuck?
What?
There's no such thing.
A tropical place?
That's not too hot?
Not too hot? Dude, it's like 75, 80 degrees every day. That's
Okay.
perfect.
Hawaii, you
I guess
mean?
that's like California, Hawaii. Yeah, pretty much.
I
I need a
consider Hawaii
vacation.
or California tropical.
Well, it's just like South SoCal is basically that temperature every day.
Not right now. It's fucking 100. It's really hot right now. All right. Life would be boring without blank.
Life would be boring. I'd say without struggle.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Because without struggle doesn't make you appreciate the good
Okay.
or the great moments you have. Or without happiness.
Yeah. I was going to say spontaneity. Like just doing things randomly and then they end up being really awesome.
Isn't that called spontaneous?
Well, in this tense, it would be spontaneity.
Okay, fair enough.
Life would be boring without spontaneous.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Spontaneity. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I try to be as spontaneous as possible. Like the way I went to Japan, my friend just like randomly asked me one day, "Dude, you want to go to Japan?" Yeah, I do. Let's go. And then it happened, and it was fun. So.
Not everybody has the money to just randomly go to Japan.
Dude, it wasn't that expensive. Anyone can afford it if you have a decent job. The ticket was $700.
That's a lot. I've never bought an airplane ticket for $700.
Well, you've also never flown internationally.
That is true.
I've bought Vietnam tickets that are $1,200, $1,300.
Yeah, the most I've purchased an airplane ticket was Hawaii, and it was $400.
Yeah. I've purchased that just to go to Florida.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, when I went to Florida, it was only $250.
Yeah.
So
you can do it. Anyone can do it. And then, like Vietnam, you pay a lot for the ticket, but once you get there, everything's cheap.
Right.
You can get whatever you want, do whatever you want, and
so it's
not
basically
spend that much
one
money.
paycheck pays for the flight.
Yeah. I mean, you're going to have
With
to
a
like put
decent
it on a
job.
credit card
Right.
or save up for it. So, yeah, I don't know. I think everyone needs to travel internationally. It definitely gives you a good perspective.
You
on
definitely
things.
need to take in other cultures.
Yeah, it's great. Especially when you have someone with you who's from that culture, because then you really can like find the good places.
Well, yeah, then you don't always go to the just tourist spots, because then
Yeah.
it's not really taking in anything.
That's one thing I've learned is like the more touristy it is, the less I'm probably gonna enjoy it. There are cool,
Which we've
touristy
talked
stuff.
about earlier.
Yeah, but yeah,
Tourist attractions,
Suck.
overrated.
Yeah. They don't suck, yeah, but they are overrated. Yeah.
It's just like more of a thing. It's just like, oh, well, I saw
On this channel,
Yeah, right.
we're gonna go
I
there.
went to Rome and I saw this, and I went to the Vatican. Yeah. So
I'm starting to find out that the historical stuff interests me less and less.
I love history.
It's cool, but
I love history
What-
because I want to learn from it.
what are you gonna do? Just go look at a building?
Okay,
Like what?
Fair enough.
Exactly. It's like
Read it in a book, dumbass.
it's just like you can look at a picture online and
Right.
I don't know. Maybe you can't get the scale of it, and
You
but-
can't really take it in 100% by just looking at a picture.
yeah. But what are you gonna get by just going there? Like if you just went to the Coliseum, take a picture, stand in front of it, selfie. What else? Take a tour,
Sure.
or they just walk around
And then some asshole tells you the history of it.
when you could just look it up. I don't know. I would definitely want to go see the Coliseum for sure. But
Italy is on my list.
yeah, me too. That's one of the few European countries that's on my list.
Right.
I always want to go to Greece too, but my friend says it's not that great.
It's kind of shitty right now.
Yeah.
So
All right, last one. I'm happy when blank because blank.
this is a double.
A double blanker.
I'm happy when blank because this. My first thought is I'm happy when I'm on vacation because I'm not at work.
That works.
That's all I can really think of, honestly. It's just I value vacations so much. Just time off, leisure time.
Mine was going to be fairly similar.
Well, I believe leisure is necessary, but just not in too much excess, I guess, like anything else. Everything in moderation.
That's true. Like, if you won the lottery and just went on vacation forever, you would never feel like you're home.
Right.
So there is something to be said about it. But that's why it's definitely nice to just take vacations, because they are so valuable. You know?
I haven't got to take one this year yet because
Yeah,
I was waiting for this being the birth of my child. So.
I haven't really either. I mean, I got sick with COVID and I was out for over 2 weeks, but it wasn't a fucking vacation.
No.
I'll tell you that.
Right.
Yeah, I haven't taken a real one this year either.
How about I'm happy when I'm at home because I feel like I belong.
That's a good one. I was going to say I'm happy when I'm relaxing because I'm relaxing.
I appreciate that. For real.
All right. That was it. Let us know if you like that segment or not.
So let's get to Florida versus the world. So this is where I quiz. Tell Jeremy 3 stories he guesses which one's from Florida. So,
and you guess too, not just me.
What?
Like they guess too, like the fans guess too.
True.
You know, not just me.
So the first story headline: do not call 911 for supplies.
Okay.
During this coronavirus pandemic, sanitizing supplies have been hard to find at stores to stock up on. If you run out, do not panic, though. This was at least the request of a local police station. It's hard to believe that we even have to post this. Do not call 911 just because you ran out of toilet paper, the department told residents in a reminder.
You will survive.
You will survive without our assistance. Store shelves may not be stocked with 2-ply right now, but police warned whatever people may think, they cannot assist with this particular need.
Son of a bitch.
Instead, they helpfully offered some alternatives gleaned from the annals of human history, improvised instruments such as dried corn cobs and pages torn from old magazines.
No.
You ever wiped your ass with a corn cob?
So, no.
What about paper? What's the most odd thing that you've wiped your ass with?
I have used a leaf.
I have used a leaf too, and it was uncomfortable.
Yep. Does not feel good.
Have you ever used your hand?
No.
Neither have I.
I will let the shit sit there before I touch it with my hand. So I know Justin just got one of these recently, and I just got one delivered today.
Not yet.
No?
Not
okay.
yet. Seamen used old rope and anchor lines soaked in salt water. Ancient Roman used a sea sponge on a stick, also soaked in salt water. They suggested we are a coastal town. We have an abundance of salt water available. Seashells were also used.
Wait. Have you ever seen Demolition Man?
No.
Okay. There's this thing where they're in the future in Demolition Man. This cop gets frozen in time and then brought back later to catch a criminal. And they're like in the future, right? But they still use seashells to wipe their ass. And he doesn't know how to use the seashells. So if you swear in the cop place, it like spits out a ticket giving you a violation warning. So he just swears like 30 times into this ticket thing to get paper to go wipe his ass. You have to see it.
So, no, is it that Sylvester Stallone?
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Demolition Man.
Yeah.
Good movie.
Yeah. You said
it's funny.
no.
Yeah, my wife told me. I'm sorry, I was distracted. So, seashells were also used. Bidet makers have told multiple media outlets they've seen sales of their bottom washers skyrocket in recent weeks. Continue.
Yes.
What you were saying. We both bought this. People, I'm telling you right now, buy a fucking bidet. My asshole has never been cleaner.
Yes.
And I took a dump at work, and I used toilet paper,
and you're
like,
what
the
fuck is
like
this?
A savage.
Yeah.
I cannot do this anywhere else. I wait to go home.
You can get cheap ones that just connect onto your toilet.
Right, the attachments.
It's going to be cold water, but
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
It
if you
doesn't
have
matter.
if you
It
have a
doesn't
plug-in by
matter.
your toilet, you're lucky. 'Cause then-
Americans are savages. We are savages. We use paper instead of water.
Not only will you save tons of money not buying toilet paper, but also you will not have as many hemorrhoids as you would have had
They're
wiping
called
your ass.
fissures.
Well,
Fissures.
whatever. Either of those things,
Yeah.
you will not have as many.
It is amazing.
But it
Get
does
yourself
suck when you
one.
go out into public and you have to use that shit again.
Right.
It's like you want to bring like a bidet with you everywhere.
I would tell you which one to use, but we're not sponsored by them. So
Yeah, we'll reach out to them and see if
eventually.
if they want to sponsor
Right,
us,
for
and
sure.
we'll plug them.
So police ended their PSA with some soothing words. This too shall pass, they said. Just don't call 911. We cannot bring you toilet paper.
The idiots who thought this would work need to
911, how can we take your call? I don't have any toilet paper. I need help. What do you do as a dispatch?
click.
Click. Sorry.
Yeah,
That's hilarious. They're the last people I want to call when I need toilet paper.
how about Amazon? Can you call them and ask for shit?
No, I don't think so. All right, so the second story headline. Woman stabs boyfriend with machete. Blames demons and the man.
Machete.
A woman was arrested after deputies say she stabbed her live-in boyfriend with a machete. According to the report by sheriff's office, the woman told the deputy that the demons and the man made me do it.
Not just the demons, not just the man, but the both of them.
Deputies went to her home late one night and found the woman's boyfriend standing outside in a shirt and jeans covered in blood. He told the police that his girlfriend stabbed him with a machete. He was eventually taken to the hospital. The sheriff's office report also stated that they had an interview with the boyfriend at the hospital, and he said, "My girlfriend had been drinking all day and arguing while holding a machete, which she stabbed him with when he went to leave their house. She is facing charges of aggravated battery using a deadly weapon and was arrested."
So machetes are really long.
Well, they're about
Compared to a
what,
knife.
8 inches, 9 inches longer?
I would say
14?
foot. Over
14?
a foot.
Yeah, 14. I guess it depends on the machete,
Yeah.
but
And most of them have a pointy tip. Hopefully it was sharp.
you better not leave the house or I'm going to stab you.
Why
with
was
this
she
machete.
just chilling with a machete the whole day while she was drinking? That should have been the guy's first sign. that
Red
something
flag
was wrong.
Red flag raised. I
Dude,
don't
get
know.
out.
Right.
Get out.
Right. At least she was arrested though. Like fuck.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy. All right. So last story headline: carjacker with pants down dragged through streets.
Okay.
A crazy video has emerged of an alleged car thief being dragged pants down along a Subaru Forester. Nice choice to steal.
Yeah.
The car thief had apparently tried to steal the vehicle while the driver was still in it, but the driver refused and took off. Well, no shit, Sherlock.
Oh, you're trying to get into my vehicle? Come right in.
The Forester was one of a number of the cars the suspect tried to steal that night. Police eventually took him into custody, but they had to use a taser on him. He was
Did it
taken to
work?
the hospital for local injuries. Apparently.
I think he was taken to a local hospital for injuries.
Yeah, that's what I said. Taken to a local hospital for injuries after tasing the fuck out of him.
When we look back, you're gonna hear that you said he was taken to a hospital for local injuries.
Oh, true. Fair enough.
Anyway, yeah, that was yeah.
Yeah.
Don't steal
yeah.
cars, otherwise you're gonna get fucked
I tried to look at the video, but apparently it was taken down.
because it was bad.
Probably.
Did he kill him?
No, didn't say. It's pretty funny though. Like I only saw a screenshot, and it was a guy's pants stuck in a door.
So I wonder if his head was towards the back.
Front.
Oh, okay.
So which one was it not? Florida.
I'm gonna say it wasn't the carjacker.
Okay.
I think it was the 911 call.
It was actually the woman stabbing a man with a machete.
Damn.
I figured I'd throw you off with. I figured you'd say the carjacker.
Why?
I don't know, just because people in Florida aren't that smart. Sorry, Florida.
Well, all of these are stupid. The first one's the stupidest people.
Fair enough.
The third guy just got unlucky.
So the first one is from Oregon, on a coastal city. I forgot which city. It was a really small city, but they were getting massive calls of 911 that they were out of toilet paper.
I understand how it would have been a lot different in smaller towns.
Yeah.
Because we never had a problem.
No. Well, and if you think about it, like, toilet paper itself, it's a fairly bulky item. So it looks like there's a lot, but there's really not.
Yeah.
So first story is from Oregon. Second story is from Florida. The carjacking was from Washington State.
Oh, shit. That's where we live.
My favorite story is the first one, though, that idiots would call 911 for fucking toiletries. Like,
I agree.
Help me! My butt needs toilet paper.
I like their the PSA.
They literally
This too shall pass.
Yeah, right. They literally released a public service announcement on Facebook to their residents.
Don't call 911 for toilet paper, you dumbasses. We will and cannot bring it to you. All right, let's get into some random trivia science edition.
So, random trivia, all considering science questions.
Yep. So I'm just going to ask Justin the question, and we're going to see if he knows it. And we're going to see if you know it. First one. What natural phenomena are measured by the Richter scale?
Earthquakes.
Yeah, this is true. And we have them here. I know a lot of places may not have as many, but...
Well, what I was wondering, too, is that California just recently experienced a couple earthquakes, I believe. And it's just, like, we've been hearing them in Japan and all that shit, and it's just like, we're due for one. I remember we had one either last year or 2 years ago.
Oh.
It was something like that because... Or was it 3?
No, we just had one.
When?
I woke up at like
When?
2 in the morning.
When?
It was before COVID. It was like January or February.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I was sleeping.
It was like a 3.8
okay.
or 4 or something.
I just recall my wife's best friend being over at our house, and we just got back from a bar, and there was, like, we were just about to go to sleep at like 1 o'clock, and then there was an earthquake.
See, I don't remember
which was
that one.
small, which was I believe it was last year sometime, but yeah, in February or January, I don't remember that at all. Did you have to look up when it happened?
What do you mean?
Like the one you just said that was in January or February, did you look it up or?
I looked it up the next morning because I wasn't sure.
Okay, yeah, then I was sleeping.
I just woke up and I'm like, did we just have an earthquake? It was one of those things.
Weird.
But obviously, my bed was shaking a little bit.
Yeah.
So I obviously knew we had it, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I've just been waiting on when we're going to have a big one. I think
it could be
right.
1,000 years from now. It could be...
Who fucking knows, dude?
Tomorrow.
Right.
Could be in like 30 seconds.
Right.
All right, the largest...
We're experiencing one now. Just kidding.
We could be, right. And we may not feel it. The largest recorded earthquake in the world was a magnitude of... What do you think? I think 10's the highest.
Yeah, 10's the highest. I would say... I think 9.1?
9.5 in close. Chile on May 22nd, 1960.
Santiago?
I didn't get the city. It was just in Chile.
Well, they're like directly on the fault line.
Yeah,
like the
so
fault
are we.
Line. Well, yeah. But I believe they're at one of the most active points, I think.
Well, we're in the Ring of Fire, which is the most active place for earthquakes in the world. It accounts for like 96% of all earthquakes.
Yeah, I don't like that term.
Ring of fire. It's your bunghole stinging and it's earthquakes flowing. It is estimated that there are 500,000 detectable earthquakes in the world each year.
That's because a lot of them are minimal.
100,000 of those can be felt, and 100 of them cause damage. So, all right, next question. What is the fastest fish in the ocean? A, marlin. B, sailfish. C, yellowfin tuna. Or D, bottlenose dolphin.
Well, let's see, Regis. Let me... Just kidding.
Is that your final answer? Which one is it? Which ones do you think it isn't?
I don't think it's a sailfish or tuna. For some reason, I think it's either a marlin or a dolphin. Not sure what is a sailfish.
Sailfish is similar.
I would Google it, but I feel like it would ruin part
Yes,
of the
you
question.
cannot Google it.
But usually in A through D questions, a majority of the time the answer is either B or C. And it's funny that I said they're neither of those.
Well, I randomized the orders.
Okay, that's good.
So.
I'm just going to go with the dolphin.
Dolphin? That is incorrect.
But something tells me it's the tuna.
Nope. Sailfish.
Oh, okay.
They're similar to marlin.
Sailfish?
Yeah. They're similar to marlin.
I didn't even know that was a real fish. I was just like, oh, that's fake.
I made it up. They have big, like, literally big sails on their body.
Okay. Like they're...
How fast do you think they can go? So, what does a cheetah go like?
55.
50, 60, 70 miles an hour.
I'm going to say that the sailfish probably goes 57.
It's very specific. They can go up to 70 miles per hour.
Holy fuck.
They live anywhere from 13 to 15 years and can weigh up to 220 pounds. Look it up.
Where do they live at?
I think they're in like Florida, warmer coastal waters.
Oh, okay. That's a sailfish. Yeah. Okay.
It's similar to a marlin.
That's funny. This is what you ride in Donkey Kong Country. Sailfish.
I think it's either that or a marlin.
Or a swordfish. Is that what a marlin is?
No. They're all different. They're fairly similar.
I'm not good with fish.
All right, next question. How long is an eon in geology? 1 million years, 1,000 years, 1 billion years, or 10,000 years?
Okay, I know it's not 1,000 or 10,000, for sure. Eon. I'm going to say 1,000,000 years.
Million?
Yeah.
Sure?
Yeah.
Okay, it's 1 billion years.
Fuck! Damn it!
1 billion years. And I couldn't really find any good like facts or stuff on that.
An eon is 1 billion years.
Yeah.
Next question.
Yeah. Pretty much.
But you should have been like, how long has the Earth supposedly been around? That would have been a good fact.
Yeah. I don't know.
3 eons.
It's way more than that, I believe.
Maybe.
Which animal has the longest tongue relative to its size?
Anteater.
That was very quick. Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay. That's wrong. It's a chameleon.
What? Really?
Yeah.
A chameleon's tongue is as long as its size?
Relative to its size.
Right.
So it's way longer than the actual chameleon.
So, you're saying the chameleon's tongue is longer than it is?
By far.
Huh.
Look up a chameleon tongue.
Interesting.
All right, so half of the known species live in Madagascar. They mainly change color to communicate or regulate temperature.
Do you have its tongue size?
No, but I'm sure it's a couple feet.
10 to 12 feet.
Yeah.
What the fuck? I never would have guessed that.
And smaller chameleons have faster tongues, and their spit is 400 times stickier than ours. So they just like... And then like suck.
Well, yeah, of course, it's just the classical, like you see them reach out and grab an insect or some shit and just.
It's pretty cool,
right?
Their tongues are really fast,
right?
And they like blend in with their environment, so they're a pretty formidable predator, for sure.
For insects,
yeah. I think even like small birds and stuff.
Maybe.
I think they eat pretty much anything they can swallow.
The chameleon is more than likely to be eaten by a larger animal.
Duh.
Some of the predators of chameleons include snakes, birds, and sometimes monkeys.
Yeah, but what do they eat?
Right. They probably just eat insects.
Yeah. I think they eat other stuff too, but... All right, how many quills does a porcupine have?
The fact that all of these say 1,000 is amazing to me.
Yeah.
Just reading, it's just like all the thousands. Like, wait, what?
Is it 30,000, 15,000, 5,000, or 1,000?
I'm over here imagining a porcupine in my head and how many they actually have. I'm gonna say 5.
Wait a second. Let's play Family Feud for a second.
Okay. How many quills?
Name something that comes after pork.
porcupine.
One of my favorite Family Feud answers ever. He actually said "you pine" after pork, not chops.
And then I also heard lawn.
Pork lawn.
Pork lawn. Instantly for this it's 30, 15, 5, or 1,000.
Yeah.
30, 15, 5, and 1 also being thousands. So I don't know why, but I don't think it's 1,000 or 30,000.
So he's somewhere in the middle.
My brain takes me to 5, but does logic take me to 15? It's just like kind of trying to imagine a porcupine. It seems like 15,000 and 30,000 is just too many.
Well, how many hairs do you think we have on our head?
But I know, but just imagining have you ever seen one in real life, a porcupine? Neither have I. But I'm just going to say 5,000 final answer.
It is 30,000, bro.
What?
Yeah.
No fucking way. 30,000?
Crazy, right?
No way.
Yeah.
I don't believe that.
It is.
Holy shit. 30,000?
Yup.
How?
I have no idea.
What?
It doesn't make any sense to me.
Is it because they're so, like, they look, like, some look thicker than others, but it's actually, like, cut in half, or?
I don't know.
30,000?
Yeah.
Wow.
So, porcupines are the third largest
30,000.
rodent in the world. And they cannot throw their quills like some people believe. It's only
I think they only come off when they...
Yeah, like when you
when
touch
pressure,
it
when
or,
pressure is applied.
Someone
right.
tries to bite it.
Huh.
And they are nocturnal herbivores.
Nocturnal?
Yep. They come out at night and only eat plants. And that's it.
What has the balls to try and hunt a porcupine?
A stupid animal. It's not balls. It's just stupid. Can anything kill
Lynx,
a porcupine?
bobcats, coyotes,
How?
wolves, wolverines, and great horned
Do they just
owls.
grab their head?
Important predators include mountain lions and fishers. Fishers?
Great kingfishers. Yeah.
What the hell is that?
It's like an otter, I think.
So mountain lions and fishers are the two most. Wow. They must have to flip it over on its belly and kill it that way.
Or bite its head. I don't think it has any
True. Man,
pines.
It don't
quills
got
on its
any
head.
porcupines on its head.
All right. Next one. What percentage of a panda's diet is bamboo?
100%. Final answer.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, it's not 100%.
What?
It's
Bullshit.
99%.
Oh, come on. Really?
You didn't even let me give the answer.
Of course not.
100%, 99%, 75%,
What's the
or
1%?
I don't know.
Then I think you're wrong.
Okay, look it up.
Because the only thing I imagine pandas do is eating bamboo.
That is true. It's a lot of what they do, but they must eat something else.
You
Right.
didn't look it up?
They're good at climbing trees and can also swim. They can eat 26 to 83 pounds a day, spending up to 14 hours feeding. Dude, that's a lot of food.
You
83
remember-
pounds.
Do you remember back in the original episodes when it's like, what was it? If you could be any one animal or relate to any one animal?
Yeah,
and
you
I
picked
said,
a
and I
fucking
said a
panda.
panda.
No, you picked a bear, didn't you?
It was a panda.
Oh. Wow, you remembered.
Something like that. The
You
only reason I
remembered
remember is
something.
because my friend told me.
Oh. Joe?
No, Brian.
Oh. So they can eat up to 83 pounds a day.
Okay, if you're going to say they eat 99% bamboo, you have to come up with the 1% of what they don't eat. And I want to know now. Something tells me it's like bugs or some shit. Because, like I said, anytime anyone thinks of a panda, they're eating bamboo. So,
Okay, a panda's diet consists almost entirely of the leaves, stems, and shoots of various bamboo species. Bamboo contains very little nutritional value, so pandas must eat 12 to 38 kilograms every day to meet their energy needs. But they do branch out with about a 1% of their diet comprising of other plants and even meat.
So it's
So
not
there you go.
So it's not specific.
Yeah.
So meat could be anything.
Yeah. Could
Huh.
be insects.
Well, they're the bears of Asia.
Mouse.
They're bears.
Yeah, they have
So-
carnivorous teeth.
Right.
Yet they eat
Hmm.
leaves.
I guess it's just common misconception.
It's like they're almost in between evolving.
right.
Like they're trying to evolve to be an herbivore bear.
Because I don't think bears are herbivores, though. So.
Yeah, they are. They're
Oh, they eat
omnivores.
berries. Right. Omnivores. Right.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right. They eat berries.
Yeah. Other shit too. They eat bugs and they pretty much eat anything. They're just so starving when they come out of hibernation, they'll eat anything. All right. What sense don't dolphins have?
They can see. They can touch. Feel. I'm trying to think of senses. Feel. 5 senses. So touch, sight, feeling. I'm gonna go with hearing.
So it's sight, hearing, smell, taste, touch, and extra sensory.
I'm gonna say they can't hear
they can't hear.
because they use sonic
Sonar.
sonar. Yeah, sonar to hear. Because they screech and whatever comes back is what they see.
But they have to hear it.
But no. But the thing is they use that to hear it.
They use what to hear it?
Sonar.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to lead you into the right answer, but you're not going with me here. It's smell. They can't smell.
Duh.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Fair enough.
All right. There's 42 different species.
Of dolphins?
Yes.
Holy shit.
And this one surprised me. I did not know this.
42?
Killer whales are actually a species of dolphin.
Yeah.
They're not whales.
I knew that.
I did not know that.
It's weird that we call them killer whales, but they're just
Yeah.
giant dolphins.
They should be called killer dolphins.
That's why I said they're the smartest mammal, predator, mammal, animal in the ocean. Smartest?
That's
Yes.
hard to say. Because
Why?
bottlenose dolphins are pretty damn smart.
Yeah, but the fact is that quote unquote killer whales literally fuck anything up.
But that just makes them more of a dominant predator. That doesn't make them smarter. They're bigger, faster.
Well, I've already talked about, like I said when we said in a previous episode where it's like, what would you be in the ocean? You said an octopus.
Wow.
And you're only gonna live up to a year.
You're kind of
going off brand
what's up with
here.
your memory here,
Dude, I
bro?
told you,
Like,
it's that gum I'm chewing,
just
man.
fucking
My brain
gum.
is all
this
good.
IQ gum,
Yeah.
this memory gum. This guy, it's like,
It's called neurogum.
what is
It has nootropics in it.
what's that pill that they take in that movie that makes them like smarter in memory? And
I don't know.
With the dude from The Hangover.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You've never seen that?
I don't think so.
Where he keeps taking the pill and it makes him like a fucking genius. He becomes rich, smart.
No.
Damn, that's a good movie. You should watch it.
Okay.
I forget what it's called, but yeah. All right, so killer whales are the biggest dolphins, while the New Zealand and Franciscana are the smallest. They can live from 20 to 80 years, depending on the species.
Damn.
Like killer whales tend to live up to that.
I'm just going to start calling them killer dolphins.
Yeah, they should be called killer dolphins. It's fucking confusing. Help the rest of us out, bro.
Right. Of course, yeah, they don't have smell. Duh. God, that's so... Oh, they hear by sonar, dummy.
I was trying to
Yeah,
get you off that track.
I
But,
know.
ow,
I was
we're
thinking
having
just like they screech and they feel it somehow instead of... Yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
I'm stupid.
we're going past that.
Okay.
Moving on.
So let's get to fake or fact. I haven't done this in a while. All right. So the star sign Aquarius is represented by a tiger. Fake or
False.
fact? It is a fact.
It's faked.
It is a
Faked.
It's faked. No, it's a fact.
It's faked. Lies.
Australia is wider than the moon. Fake or fact?
I'm going to say that's a fact.
It is. The moon sits at 3,400 kilometers in diameter, while Australia's diameter from east to west is almost 4,000.
Have you ever heard the the percentage of Australia that's inhabited?
I think it's very small.
Very small.
Where it's
less
like
than 10%.
It's like only the east or west or no east part of it is.
I think the west is the most populous.
I thought Sydney was on the east part.
Oh yes, east. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yes,
Right. That's what I was thinking. I was like east, west.
I had to do the never
right.
eat shredded wheat thing.
All right. So Dalmatians are born with black spots. Fake or fact?
With black spots? I don't think they're born with any
Dalmatians
spots.
are born with black spots.
I don't think they're born with any spots. The spots come later. That's fake.
You're right. It is fake. They're born with a white coat and usually develop spots around 3 weeks old. Fake or fact? Donald Duck's sister is named Donna.
His sister. Doesn't sound right. I'm going to say it's fake.
But what would her name be if it's fake?
Daisy?
False. Her name, fake. Her name is Dumbella.
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 That's the worst name ever. Donna would have been so much better.
Fake
Donald
or fact?
and Dumbella.
Right. Dumbella. Yeah.
So
right.
dumb.
Terrible name. Fake or fact? Twinkies originally had banana filling.
I'm not saying this yet, but I think it's fake. I think it came later as banana filling. So, yeah, I'm going to say fake.
It is a fact.
Damn.
Originally, Twinkies were released with a banana filling.
Why did they change it?
Right. I was about to say it. It sounds delicious.
I think you can get them, though.
Probably, but they're probably expensive.
Yeah.
So
I think you can get Twinkies with banana.
that would be awesome.
I feel like I've seen it before. I don't know. I want to try that.
For sure.
I don't like Twinkies, but...
No, but a banana filling sounds delicious. So, fake or fact, Alabama is the state printed on a Jack Daniels label.
No, it says Tennessee on it. It says Tennessee whiskey. That's fake.
It is fake. And you're right. It is Tennessee.
I've drank Jack Daniels before, and I read.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. Fake or fact, people in Japan eat Kentucky Fried Chicken for Christmas dinner. Like the Japan question?
No, this is like Slumdog Millionaire, dude, right now.
Never saw that movie.
No?
Nope.
It's good. You should watch it. So, we just got KFC for lunch on last Friday. And
Get Popeyes, bro. It's way better.
we can't in Seattle.
I know. Popeyes is way better.
And we have a Japanese girl at our work.
And get it,
She's like,
if you can.
you know, we eat Kentucky Fried Chicken on Christmas, right? And I was like, yeah, I do know that. So it is a fact.
It is a fact.
I know.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
They eat KFC for Christmas dinner.
It's like
yuck. You are dumb.
I like it.
You could have way better things on Christmas.
But you haven't been to Japan KFC.
Fair enough.
They take their fried chicken very seriously.
Fair
I'm
enough.
not kidding.
Fair enough.
I'm not kidding.
So the last one, fake or fact, it's illegal in Georgia to eat fried chicken with a knife and fork.
For some reason, I just want to say that this is a fact, just hoping it's true.
That's what you're going to say?
Yeah, I'm going with fact.
You're right. Georgia law says you can only eat fried chicken with your bare hands.
I am down with that. I like that. Whoever eats it with a knife and fork
is a monster.
Is a serial killer.
It's a monster. But around here, I get Azelles.
I've never had it.
So good.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Oprah talked about it.
Right.
That crazy bitch. All right. So for the draft today, I picked UFC fighter draft. So basically, we're each going to just draft our favorite 5 fighters. No fight or anything. No fight to the death.
It's just great. Like I said, greatest UFC fighters of all time.
And since I came up with the draft, Justin gets to go first.
This is easy.
Is it?
Yes, it is. So there's 3 first picks.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say them all.
I think there's
obviously.
two, in my opinion.
So, what it is
who you like
John
more?
Bones
Oh,
Jones.
wow. That is not what I was thinking.
I know the other two you were thinking you're going to pick one of them.
Yep.
Which is fine with me, but John Jones to the UFC community is considered
is a pedophilia.
What?
Like PED.
I know, but the only
It's a
reason that
stupid
happened
joke.
is because they test for minimal amounts. So it's like he took it at one point and it stayed in his system since. But John Jones has the best UFC record of all time. He's only lost one fight.
And what is that?
Which was bullshit.
And what was that?
It was...
No. What's his record? Not what was the fight.
I believe it's...
So I have all the records here
I know.
if you want me to say it.
I haven't. I think he is... what is it like?
He's 26-1-0.
Right. In that one fight, he shouldn't have lost because it was a bullshit decision. Because he got disqualified for something. I forgot what it was.
On the contrary, I saw a fight with him where he should have lost and they gave it to him.
See, that's the thing. Okay, fair enough, but it's a lot of these fights are like that.
Yeah.
So
Generally, it goes in the champion's way if it's semi-close.
Right. Always. But just to me, it's just watching John Jones. Most of the fights he's been in, he has dominated.
In control.
Right. So, for me, I just think he is the best UFC fighter of all time.
But has he had to face as tough of opponents as others? That's my question.
That's kind of hard to say.
He hasn't had as many like he never had to go against like really, really good people.
I want to see him move up to heavyweight. That would be fucking awesome.
Hasn't he done that?
Mm-mm. He's in light heavy.
But he moved up. He's been in 2 weight classes already.
I believe he started in middle.
Why would you want to see him go heavier? Because
it's his natural weight, and he's not cutting weight
But
to
hi-
make light heavy.
But his skills, the reason they're doing that is because his skills are meant for that division.
Yeah, but
Like the kicking and...
But the thing is he when he trains, he still cuts like 10, 15 pounds, and if he was at heavyweight, he would be at his regular body weight.
When you get into that heavyweight,
it gets dangerous. But
yeah.
I'm just saying though that I think he could compete.
I don't know.
That's just my personal opinion.
Okay. I'm gonna go with my favorite fighter ever, which is probably one of the ones that was in your top 3 that you were speaking of. And a lot of people don't like him, but I'm going with Anderson, the Spider Silva.
Fair enough.
He was, when I first started watching UFC, he was kind of the man, and I really enjoyed watching his fights. Same thing as John, like he controlled them. And just
he did not only control fights, he dominated.
I've seen some fights where he gets dominated though, like
it's very rare,
but it's happened
later in his career. But at first, he dominated everybody.
Right.
When he destroyed Forrest Griffin, it crushed my heart. So
I love Forrest Griffin,
right,
and Anderson Silva,
right.
But Anderson Silva is 34-10-0, never been knocked out.
That's impressive.
Well, a lot of guys on my list have never been knocked out.
Okay,
I will say that.
Well, this
only
next
one.
This next one's easy.
Was that one of the ones?
Yeah, of course. This
okay.
next one's easy. It's George St. Pierre.
Yeah, that was the third one. Yeah.
This guy, okay. A lot of people didn't really like seeing him fight, but I loved his fights against Matt Serra, Matt Hughes. Like, Matt Serra's a fighter, though, too. And then just that division, it was always great to see, like, everyone's like, oh, well, all he did was hump his opponent's death. But it's like, no, he was just a really great kickboxer and a really great wrestler.
He was really good at wrestling.
Of course.
He is the most technical fighter I've ever seen in the UFC.
People are waiting for him to come back.
Well, he's saying
he's like 30-something, so, yeah.
Well, Matt Hughes was pretty old when
George Rush St. Pierre.
Yeah.
So
26-2-0.
Yep.
Matt Hughes fought when he was like 34, 35.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I figured that was an easy one.
Yeah. Agreed. Those were the top three,
Right.
I think.
Right. And now is where it gets fun.
Now is like where you just pick who you like.
Sort of. In a sense.
This guy I like, and his record's not great, but I really enjoyed watching him. And I don't care.
Okay.
So I'm picking The Prodigy. Do you know who that is?
No.
No? BJ Penn.
No! No, you're not.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
BJ Penn.
That was going to be my next.
He was also right around that same time that I started watching UFC. Kind of at the end of his career. But he had some good fights still. My favorite thing about him was his takedown defense. It was unbelievable.
Not only that, when he was taken down and he was on his back, he would still fuck you up.
He would contort his body to adapt to the situation.
Didn't make any sense. Yeah. My favorite thing, I forgot who he was fighting, but my favorite thing is when he knocked someone out and he made them bleed. He licked the blood off of his gloves.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
So
I think that was one of the fights I saw that like, holy shit, this guy like.
That is a great pick because I didn't think you would.
Oh, I love BJ Penn.
Oh, dude, he's one of my favorite fighters.
Yeah,
for sure.
Agreed. All right, we're gonna go.
Next one is kind of tough. Fuck. This one's hard. I think I'm going to go with Chuck Liddell.
Nice.
Chuck the Iceman Liddell.
Do you have his record?
No, I do not.
He was 21-8-0.
He did lose some, but him in the wars between Tito Ortiz, but just, man, the way this guy threw his hands.
And Randy Couture, too. That was
just
good.
What I loved about, just, like, I think I first got into it when Liddell was fighting, too. He was obviously towards the end of his career, too, so. But one of my favorites was just when he was running off of his back foot and he strikes forward and just knocks him out. Right.
Yeah.
Just knocks him out, dude. It's just, he was one of the most entertaining strikers ever.
People still say he had some of the strongest hands ever in the UFC.
Oh, I believe it. He's terrifying.
And he doesn't look like it.
No, and he's kind of got like a beer gut, but you're
Yeah.
like, fuck, this guy can throw, so. Yeah.
I wonder if he just like fought a bunch when he was a kid.
Probably something like that, for sure.
Yeah, that was a good pick. I like that. The Iceman.
The Iceman.
He could have been the number one pick. Really,
for sure.
right?
A lot of these guys could have.
That's true. All right, I'm gonna go. Let's see.
Whoops.
I'm gonna go. Damn, half my list has been picked.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, I had 18.
I think I'm gonna have to go with Matt Hughes. I think that's
pick.
a very solid pick.
Great pick.
So, of everyone on my list, he's the one guy who doesn't have a nickname.
Yeah, he doesn't. You're right.
But he's like that, like, he's just that the heart fighter. Just has this incredible heart.
He never gave up, ever.
And he was one of the best wrestlers ever
for sure.
in the UFC.
Yeah.
But yeah, he never gave up, never complained, never made excuses, never shat on his opponent. It was always respect. It was always, I don't know. I just like the guy. He just seemed like a stand-up guy. And he was a great UFC fighter.
Right.
Yeah. And one of my favorite fights with him ever is with GSP.
They had
good
three
two
fights, and they were always
Oh,
great. I remember
three.
one GSP kicked Matt Hughes in the nuts three times.
Yeah, I remember that. In a row. I'm surprised he didn't get points deducted for that.
I think he may have.
Yeah, I think he may have too. But he
He
ended up
lost.
winning the fight.
I think he lost that one.
I think he won.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
I think
been a
George
while.
won.
It's been a while.
I think George won 2 out of the 3.
He did. For sure.
Yeah, I think Matt won the first, and then GSP won the next 2.
Probably.
That's how I remember it. I don't know. All right, pick number 4 for you.
I gotta do it. I'm gonna go with Conor McGregor.
Nice.
One of the most entertaining shit talkers ever.
Oh, the most. Next to Muhammad Ali, in my opinion.
Yeah, see, I didn't really know Muhammad Ali that much, but
Yeah, I guess he did talk some shit.
Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
So yeah, Conor McGregor
wait.
is 22-4.
Do you know Conor McGregor's nickname?
I believe it's what is it? Notorious.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Notorious.
But I think he helped put
Oops.
UFC on the map when it was getting kind of boring.
He was getting
for
a little
people.
stale.
Right, and then he just kind of brought it back to light. So
My favorite thing about him, I don't care if you talk shit just to talk up a fight. Cool, but you're a bitch if you lose.
right,
But Conor McGregor would back it up,
correct.
which I respect.
Right,
It's kind of like Richard Sherman, being
Yeah.
a Seattle fan.
right,
He talks so much shit, but he could back it up.
right.
And I don't care if you talk as much shit as you want.
It's just hyping fights
Yeah.
to try and get people excited to watch because he wants to make
It
money.
means more money.
right,
Yeah,
exactly.
And it works.
Of course it does, but to me he's always been entertaining to watch.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, you just never know when it's going to happen.
Right.
I did see a fight, though, where he got taken to the ground and he just got annihilated.
I think Nate Diaz and Khabib did that to him.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
The Nate Diaz-Conor McGregor fight is one of my favorites by
I
far.
think they fought
Twice. Yep.
Right.
1-1. I think Diaz won one. And
He
won
did.
one.
I wouldn't be surprised to see them go number 3.
Diaz won the
eventually.
first one. Well, Nate's getting a little old now.
Right.
I think at this point, Connor has the edge, I would assume. Okay. There's some not really exciting guys on my list I don't really want to pick, but I think I may have to.
Okay.
I think I'm going to have to go with the OG here. I'm going to have to go with Randy Couture. Do you know his nickname?
What was it, Randy? I feel like it's the something.
Yep.
I'm not even looking at the doc you're typing.
It's when you're just good at something. You have a blank tendency to be good.
Natural?
Yeah, he's the natural.
Huh.
And it's
That's
kind
a
of true.
great nickname.
Like, he was just a really good wrestler, but he adapted the boxing, he adapted everything else. And he just seems like a cool dude to me, like a good dude.
I think he has a gym in Everett.
I wouldn't.
Or did.
Yeah,
Does or did.
I wouldn't.
And then he also had his own clothing brand,
Yep.
which was the
I forget what it was
the
called.
Avenged or something. Here, gotta give him a shout out for his brand. Extreme.
It was just extreme.
X and then treme.
Extreme.
Yeah, extreme. Extreme apparel.
Hmm. Nice. Yeah, he was fun to watch. 19, 11, and 0. Not great, but
Dude, I just
Kind
remember
of a-
him saying when he fought Brock Lesnar that Brock Lesnar's fists were like lunchboxes full of rocks.
Brock Lesnar, man, he's all upper body, but somehow he made it work.
Him fighting was just him throwing rockets. Like, you just watch him fight, and he just, like, throws one punch, and you're just like, Jesus Christ.
I wonder why more wrestlers don't try UFC.
I don't know. But I just know wrestling is one of the best things you can do while doing UFC.
It's the basis, I think, for most.
Yeah. Oh, this last pick is kind of hard. I think I'm gonna pick a girl, and I'm gonna
Me
pick.
too.
I'm gonna pick Amanda Nunes.
No! I was saving that for my last pick.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, dude, this woman
She's a beast.
is a savage.
Do you know her nickname?
No.
Everyone on my list has a nickname except Matt Hughes.
Right.
She
like
is
you're
the
saying.
Lioness.
The Lioness. That's
Yeah.
right.
Her record is 24-0. No, 24. 24. 20
Yeah.
wins, 4 losses, 0.
Anytime I see this
Knockouts.
chick fight, she fucks people up. And you want to know what? Watching women fight is my favorite thing. They go to war.
Most of them.
Just
yeah.
lately, just the women fights have been some of my absolute favorites, and I respect them going into there and fucking each other
What was
up.
that Polish and Chinese girl?
Oh, it was Weili Zhang
Yeah.
versus Joanna Jędrzejczyk.
Yeah, young. Yeah.
Oh
That was
my God,
one of
that
my
was-
favorite fights of all
right,
time.
it-
Top 3.
For sure.
Top
It was
3.
fucking so
They just-
great. Just destroyed each other.
You should have seen their faces.
Oh my God.
Actually, I
Joe
looked at-
Rogan said that Joanna's forehead looked like Frankenstein.
Yeah, he called her that during the match.
Oh my God.
But actually, you look at them outside of UFC, and they're both kind of cute.
Right.
Like even Jaelong Shi.
Wei
Like,
Long.
yeah,
Wei
Weilong
Long.
G.
I don't know.
I forget. They're
Weili
both
Wei-
awesome.
I don't know. I'm gonna find it.
Yeah, they're both kind of cute though. Which is kind of rare for UFC fighters. Most of them aren't good looking, right?
Yeah, for the most part.
And the ones that are just get these fights, and I'm like, I'm picking the ugly girl every time. She's gonna win, and 98% she does.
Weili Zhang.
Sang, yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. All right, so I get one more pick, right?
Yep.
Oh, okay. So do I go Dan Henderson?
Yeah, Weili Zhang.
Do I go Jose Aldo? Do I go Khabib? Or do I go Robbie Lawler? Or Quentin Rampage Jackson? I put Johnson, but it's definitely Jackson. Okay. I'm going to pick my favorite here.
Okay.
It's Ruthless Robbie Lawler.
Okay.
If you've seen his fights, he
has.
has great fights. Like, he just doesn't give up.
Yeah.
And he just takes a beating, and somehow he still wins.
He's
And
an
he was a
older
champion.
fighter, isn't he?
Yeah. He was a champ. I think he was the middleweight champion.
Yeah. Welterweight.
Yeah, welterweight.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's
Dude, you got to watch some of his
old
fights.
fighter.
You got to
Old
watch some of his
fighter,
fights.
for
They're
sure.
great.
Wow.
They're so good.
Right. It's been a while. Robbie Lawler. Yeah. Wow. He looks like a fucking savage.
His bald head is very intimidating. He is a savage, dude.
Right.
Like, he'll take like a 6-punch combo and like smack his own face and be like, "Bring it on."
Oh my God.
Yeah, he's crazy. Yeah. I really enjoyed watching him.
All right. So I had John Bones Jones, George Rush St. Pierre, Chuck the Iceman Liddell, the notorious Conor McGregor, Amanda the Lioness Nunes.
And then I had Anderson the Spider Silva, the Prodigy BJ
BJJ.
Penn, Matt Hughes, no nickname, and Randy the Natural Couture and Ruthless Robbie Lawler. To be honest, your list is better than mine. I'm just going to say it. But it's because with UFC, I went with what I enjoyed.
I enjoy all the fighters I picked, though.
Me too.
So
Yeah.
I also had Khabib.
Me
But
too.
he's more of a wrestler, and his fights aren't the most exciting. So I also had Frank Mir was also one of my favorites to
Nice.
watch because just the submissions, the heavyweight submitting people is
Yeah,
rare.
it's crazy.
And he broke someone's arm. I forgot who it was.
You just made me think of
I think it was Vitor Belfort. I think he broke his arm because
Yep.
he didn't tap, and he's
Yep,
like,
he
"Okay,
didn't
well, I'm
tap.
gonna break your arm."
Yep.
So, and then
armbar.
recently retired Henry Cejudo. Great watch.
I did not have him on my list.
DC Daniel
Dan
Cormier.
Cormier. Yeah, he's like
Great
22-2.
Yeah, right.
He's got a good record.
Beast.
But he just fought Miocic and
Right. And
Lost.
Yeah. It's been a while since they
Again.
both fought, though. That was kind of a lame fight.
well,
in my
Miocic
opinion.
is the champion, right? So
Yeah. And I also had Lyoto Machida.
Mm.
Submission
I
artist.
almost put him on, but
I wasn't going
there was a few fights I saw with him, and it's just like
He's a submission jiu-jitsu artist.
Yeah.
Same with Mauricio Shogun Hua.
Shogun Hua.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I had Tito Ortiz,
Mm.
the California Kid.
Oh, I hate that. Oh my. Uriah Faber, I hate him.
Yeah, him and Tito, though, fighting Liddell was always great, though, because they
Yeah.
talked so much shit. And then Vitor Belfort, who eventually got caught for roids. And the other woman I would have picked if you would have picked Amanda was Ronda Rousey.
Gross.
And then Brock Lesnar and Rashad Evans.
Damn. So you didn't have Quentin?
No.
He was better than. I always liked Rashad Evans better, but Quentin was a better fighter.
He was
I
a
will say
better
that.
brawler.
Well, he had a better record. By far.
Fair enough.
You didn't have Jose Aldo?
No.
Oh wow, 28-7, or Dan Henderson?
I thought about putting him down, but I wasn't
32
going to
and
pick
15.
him. Dude, one of my favorite fights of him is him punching Bisping in the forehead when he knocked him down.
Michael Bisping.
Right.
He's actually a pretty good announcer.
Right.
Also, you just made me think of Forrest Griffin.
Of course.
He can take a beating.
Yeah.
And Chael Sonnen. He's okay, but
right.
that fight between them was fantastic. It's in my top 5,
Right.
top 10.
All right. So let us know which ones you would have picked too, and if you're a big UFC fan or not. But of course, we always encourage you to look at our socials on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, acting like we know Drop the G. And of course, submit questions and check us out on all podcast platforms and leave a review if you can. And thanks for joining us, and we appreciate every single one of you.
Yeah, thank you, everybody. Have a good night.